Look at that new Mercedes. That must have cost a lot of money. I couldn't afford a car like that. I'm not that successful. I'm really not very successful at all. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of a loser. I must be a real disappointment to my partner for being such a loser that I can't afford a Mercedes. Does your mind ever say things like that? Mine does. Hi, I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation. In this video, we're going to talk about the voice inside of our heads, or self-talk. Well, everyone has self-talk. For those of us who are working to stop violent or abusive behavior that's directed at our partners, becoming aware of our self-talk and knowing how to manage that voice in our head is a critical skill. If you want to stop causing harm in your relationships, you're on the right path. This is Journey of Change, a video series to help you become the safe, loving partner you were meant to be. What does your mind say about you that isn't helpful? Does it compare you unfavorably to others? Does it remind you of your past failures? Does it tell you that you don't measure up, or it tags you with some very negative label? Does it make fun of your flaws or create disastrous image of the future? All of this is self-talk. Another phrase that isn't used much anymore to describe conversations in our head is our train of thought. I like the train metaphor because it describes a series of thoughts that are linked together, like train cars. And like that really long train we get stuck behind, waiting on our commute, those thoughts just keep coming. Hey, have you ever noticed how the flat cars and the box cars eventually lead to the tanker cars full of toxic chemicals? Here's the interesting thing about this internal conversation. Only the locomotive and maybe the first couple of cars are real. The rest are often thoughts we make up in our heads. It's distorted thinking. The guy and the Mercedes are real. Costing a lot of money and my ability to afford one are subjective evaluations. I make up these things in my head based on my relative scale. From there, the judgment about being a loser and disappointing my partner or family gets more and more made up and less based on reality. If you, like me, sometimes think this way, it's okay. Thoughts like these are not that unusual. Where we can get into trouble is what we do after this train of thought runs through our heads. One of the things we could do is believe them, which of course causes us to feel bad. Then we might try to make ourselves feel better by blaming someone for how we feel. My boss doesn't give me enough credit for all I do. He's far too busy playing favorites. Or, we'd be better off if my partner didn't waste so much money on their hobbies. After shifting the blame, we're likely to have a bad attitude at work or complain to our partner about the money they spend. Neither of these would lead anywhere good. It would hurt our relationship with that person and therefore would hurt us. A different option is for us to recognize that these are just thoughts. From there, we can ask if those thoughts are really true. Maybe they're replays of tapes in our memory, something a parent or teacher or coach once said about us. Or they could be a false warning sign that something bad is going to happen because something bad happened to us when we were in a similar situation in the past. This, by the way, is called time tunneling. If our thoughts are untrue, we can challenge them. You know, I'm actually pretty successful. I just don't waste a lot of money on trying to look good by buying a flashy car. Successfully challenging negative thoughts helps us dismiss them. Now, sometimes when we ask ourselves if the thought we're having are true, we might find that they really are. I really don't make as much money as some people. What can we do then? If they are true, accepting those negative thoughts has a surprising ability to reduce their power. Rather than dwelling on the negative, we can focus on things that we can control. I really don't make as much money as some people. I can, however, work hard, love my family, and be a person others know that they can count on. That will make for a pretty good life. These last two strategies start when we become aware of our thinking, which takes practice. Whether we dismiss the lie or accept the truth as not such a big deal, we reduce the pressure we feel to try to change our circumstances. We won't feel a need to control others' thoughts or emotions. Recognizing the runaway thought train and learning to get off of it is a big step in the right direction for those of us who want to stop hurting the ones we love. I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation, and I hope you found this discussion about how to stop unhelpful self-talk to be useful. Take care, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for joining me today. I'm honored to be on this journey of change with you, and I hope I've helped you in some way. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to hit the like button, share this with others who might find it helpful, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. For more resources, head to our website, ananiasfoundation.org. Until next time, take care and remember, change is possible.